Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our admins who helped us with this translation. The translation reads like this. My name is Pastor Elias, and what I am about to confess would shake the very faith of those who look up to me. I was a man of God. Well, there are others who believe that I'm still a man of God, or at least that is what I want people to believe. These days, people will believe in anyone that has money. Money talks, doesn't it? I stood before my congregation, and I still do each and every Sunday. I do preach about salvation. Do I care about salvation? No, I care about money. I do preach about the light of Christ, but behind everything that I do, I have a very dark secret that I have in my heart. So this dark secret, sometimes it slowly poisons each and every part of my soul. So I am not a man of God as such. I am a man of greed. That is a proper word. I never thought about it. I am a man of greed, and all that I want is money, and I am willing to sacrifice anything to get it. If you tell me today, and if you say, let us go and rob a bank, what might stop me is maybe prison time, but I can even agree to go with you to rob a bank. I grew up here in Gauteng, in a world filled with both light and shadows. My mother was from Mozambique. She came here a very long time ago. My mom, she became a sangoma when she came here. That was how she was making her money. My mother used to tell me the story of how she met up with my father. My father was sick because there was someone at work who was bewitching him. So my father then heard about my mom, and then things happened between them. My mother has the ability to communicate with spirits, to perform rituals that people do fear. So as a child, I used to watch her perform strange rites, chanting in some languages that I could not understand, calling upon the powers even of the demons. She used to do that whenever a man or a woman will come to her, and the man will say that there are people that are troubling me. I don't know how to stop them. My mom will always say that, do not worry, for I have your back. We can even raise up the demons even from hell so that they can come and fight in your corner. Oh yeah, that is what my mom used to do. So I was determined to leave a world behind, to cleanse myself of the darkness I believed that she had brought into the family. When I became a pastor, I thought that I had escaped. I thought that I had found a new path, a way to prove that I was different, that I was not bound by the spirits that my mom used to worshipping the ancestors. I built a modest congregation, a small flock who believed in me, trusted me, but as the years passed, I grew tired of the small donations, the endless struggle to keep the church running. I watched other pastors in Gauteng who were seeming to be like they were thriving, like making money, and they were driving really beautiful cars. I was once invited by this other pastor to his mansion, and he had so much wealth that was abundant as much as his people. I knew that many of them, they were doing some rituals. I could not pinpoint exactly the person who was involved in unnatural rituals, but I knew deep down in my heart, I had this gut feeling that there was someone who was using these rituals, pretending as if they were a pastor. One evening, that was when I approached this other man. I approached this man simply because I knew him. So this man, he was from Malawi. He was a migrant in our country. I'll just call him Dr. Piri, the Sangoma. So I then spoke with him, even though I doubted that he was a real witch doctor. He told me that as he was looking at me, he saw that there was so much desperation that was written all over me. And he said that he had a way he could help me to have magic money. Oh, magic money. That was what I wanted. He said, Pastor, it's Pastor Elias. And I said, yes, who told you my name? He said, the ancestors have told me, your ancestors and my ancestors, they are now in communication. They can tell me everything about you. Don't you know that? And then they will tell my ancestors, and my ancestors will reveal everything about you to me. So he then said that the path that you require, it seeks more than faith. It needs blood. Can you get blood? To be specific, human blood. Brother Nashi, when he said that he wanted human blood from me, I thought that maybe it was going to be a once-off thing. I said, I don't know what you mean when you say that you want human blood. He then told me that the blood that was needed was the blood of a human, but I was not supposed to kill that person. And I said, where am I going to get this blood? He said he knew about some people who could do anything for money. And in specific, he wanted me to deal with a doctor, anyone that was corrupt, so that I can get at least human blood. But then actually, I never thought that I would end up doing that. I then got my first packet that was full of blood, and then I went with it to this traditional healer. When I went there, that was when the rituals were done. This man then poured that blood into a cup, a metallic cup, and he told me that I had to drink the blood. And when this ritual was done, Brother Nashi told me that we still needed to do another ritual as well. The second ritual, it took place in a rundown clinic on the outskirts of Johannesburg. The walls, you could tell that this place, it reeked of antiseptics and something else, something metallic like the scent of blood. He led me to a back room where there was a man in a lab coat who was waiting. His face, you could tell that this man, he can do anything for money. And then that was when I was then given another sachet that was full of blood. Then that man became my man, supplying me with the blood. And from there on, I started becoming very powerful. And then I was told that this was a thing that was supposed to happen each and every year. Each and every year, I have to find human blood. I have to drink a cupful of fresh human blood. It is not an easy thing because the human blood, it has this other taste to it, a taste that can make you want to vomit. It is not a nice thing. The night when I have to perform this ritual again, I really feel terrible. I feel like vomiting. I feel disgusted about the things that I am doing for money. This man who made me to do these rituals, he told me that I have to be strong, and if I want to be released from the covenant, I have to find some money so that I can travel with him to Mozambique. So far, so good. I don't think that there is any problem. I have given my wife and my kids a very good life. We are staying in a gated community. Life, I can say that it is really good. The only problem is that I have to do this each and every year. And as for my wife, she does not know that her husband harbors this dark secret of drinking human blood once a year throughout the night. Dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Can you just imagine? Yeah,